free opinion, giving you my free opinion. And at first, we're going to go ahead and look at this.
The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. Embrace that label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label. Because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more people...
All right, so now we're going to look at what I actually wanted to show you guys, which is, let's look at these numbers quick, all right? In Pennsylvania, they gave it to Joe Biden. Now, here's the thing. It says that he made 3,386,380 votes, right? That's how many people voted for him, so they gave it to him. He only won by, what, 8%? Well, that 8%, I think we figured out where that really came from. So, we're over here. Nope, wrong one. Let's go back real quick. We're over here on the Gateway Pundit, alright? Now, they wrote this article earlier. Have faith. Hundreds of pro-Trump IT volunteers are scouring voter data. Already nearly 300,000 vote discrepancies were identified in Pennsylvania alone. Now let's look at Pennsylvania's numbers again. So if these discrepancies actually translate into votes, that means that Biden should drop down 300,000 votes. Excuse me. Now, I'm not saying that all of them are that, but okay, I'm not saying that all of them are fraud, but let's look at what they're saying, though. Let's at least absorb this information. All right, folks, look at this. Now, the Epoch Times were the ones that reported on it. Now, what they said was more than 20,000 absentee ballots in Pennsylvania had impossible return dates, and another more than 80,000 have return dates that raise questions, according to a researcher's analysis of the state's voter data. Okay. Over 51,000 ballots were marked as returned just a day after they were sent out, an extraordinary time given the USPS's delivery times. While nearly 35,000 were returned on the same day they were mailed out. Another more than 23,000 have a return date earlier than the day it was sent out. And more than 9,000 have no sent date at all. Anybody that tells me that that's not fuckery, you could eat my balls, because that's fuckery, my friend. Let's see. The guy that did the analysis first submitted his research to the Epoch Times Chinese edition. And the only way you'd speak to them is under anonymous means, okay? But here's the part that really boggles my mind, okay? He went and talked to USPS field engineers, and they even said that the return data shown in the database are impossible. It is impossible that you send something out and they get it before you sent it out. It is impossible. In Pennsylvania, I know this for a fact because I used to send shit from my dad's house, like school reports and stuff that I had to get done, to my house through the mail, and still have to wait a week for them to get here. Alright, and I only live 45 minutes away. Let's see here. Now here's some more stuff. Lindsey Graham reported on a possible ballot harvesting effort in Pennsylvania where thousands of elderly suddenly voted in this election. And there's actually like a Washington Examiner article about this. So that's another 25,000 right there. Or how about this one? We reported on questionable glitches in Pennsylvania where 220,883 votes were systematically switched from President Trump to Joe Biden. I guess Net was the software they used. I don't know. And another 941,248 votes were lost altogether in the system reporting. And I will link this one in the description too because it's a pretty good read. I think that it's hilarious. Now, what is yet untold is that hundreds of IT professionals across the nation have joined together to scour through voter data and find anomalies and data issues which indicate fraud. One group uncovered how votes were being switched from Trump to Biden. Another group uncovered the potential ballot harvesting in Pennsylvania. In addition to these specialists, others are reviewing specific ballots and laws to ensure this was a legitimate election without fraud. So, there is stuff coming out. All right? But you would never know it if you went over to CNN and watched theirs. You'd never know it if you read the Washington Post. And I'll end this video on this, okay? James O'Keefe said that they are releasing all of the recordings that they have tomorrow. I don't know what time they're doing it. I think he says it in this video, so we'll see it.
This is a reporter, Washington Post reporter Jacob Bogage on Anderson Cooper talking about the interrogation of our USPS whistleblower.
What we're able to report is that the Inspector General's agents had a first interviewed.
Oh, wait, here's another thing, okay? He says that he has credible sources, all right? In my eyes, that means nothing. Show the receipts. Project Veritas showed their receipt. And then you guys said that the guy lied, okay? Even though he doubled down on it. This kind of reminds me of when The Atlantic said that they had a anonymous source that said that Donald Trump said that military servicemen were chumps and losers. Let's go ahead and watch this a little more.
Him on Friday in Erie, Pennsylvania, had another very long, like a 3-hour interview with him on Monday, at the end of which he made sworn statements recanting the allegations he'd made. Speaking with sources today,
Here's the thing, okay? When you talk to the police and or any type of agency like that, and you sign anything, they give you a copy. And they give you a copy so both parties have a copy.
the kinds of words they used for me to describe that conversation was overly embellished or totally made up.
So where is this information coming from? Because we have audio.
I don't think, I truly think that all of these guys work together. Like, all of the news medias, they all sit there and basically beat each other off to completion. Like, one will say something and then everybody else will use that person as their source, even though, like, it'll be some unsubstantiated claim. This guy, sure, he claimed something, but he put a sworn affidavit, meaning he could be put in jail under perjury. Let's keep going.
Audio of this conversation, some of which we released, all of which we're releasing tomorrow, the raw. So why are these federal agents talking to the Washington Post?
So they're going to be releasing all of the audio tomorrow, and I'm going to be going through that shit hardcore, because this guy is from the state I live in, and I'm sorry, he's a Marine as well. You ain't going to sit here, fucking Washington Post, and talk shit on one of our vets, for one. You can eat my balls with a side of tartar sauce. You're not going to sit here and lie and all this on a vet. Now, if it comes out that the vet was lying, blah, 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 which I don't believe he did, I will eat my words. All right. I will come on, I'll make an update and be like, hey, guys, fucking, I backed the wrong guy. But with all of the shit that's coming out through data analysis and stuff, they're showing that you guys were fucking with shit, seeing as sent dates don't match up with received dates. Received dates are before the person even sent them out. 0 cents there.
And not giving this USPS whistleblower the thing that he supposedly signed, that when they pressured him for 4 hours.
He completely walked back the idea that he overheard his postmaster or other supervisors talking about manipulating ballots.
Bullshit. Nah, I don't believe it, fam. Video or it didn't happen. This motherfucker, present evidence. I want to see who this person is that you're saying is your source, because y'all have had so many times where y'all are like, oh, anonymous sources tell us, and then it disappears from the news because everybody's like, no, bullshit, you guys are fucking lying.
In a certain way. I should mention that Mr. Hopkins this evening, with Project Veritas, a right-wing group that has tried to run sting operations against.
They have actually ran pretty successful sting operations, I would say, because they have broken stories that you guys didn't want to break, that the Washington Post was like, nah, that isn't happening, but then video evidence Project Veritas comes out with, and you guys look like idiots after that. The same with CNN, because guess what? Video doesn't lie, because it's, again, you, the fucking media overlords, telling people, hey, don't believe your lying eyes. Listen to my sweet voice, and I will lull you to sleep. It's like that fucking video that I watched like forever ago. It's like a trippy video, and it's a bunch of sheep inside of crates, and they start to wake up, and then they start getting hypnotized again, and they go back to sleep. I will link it in the description below, because I don't like taking away from Project Veritas, but I like to throw my commentary in the middle, because these dudes, there's fuckery afoot, and James O'Keefe doesn't say the same things that I would, because I would be trying to contact that motherfucker, and I'd be fucking like, yo, who's your source? Oh, he wants to stay anonymous. Well, then fuck you. It didn't happen. Receipts, or it didn't happen. Plain and simple. I don't believe what the news says when they're like, oh, we have an anonymous source, because every time I can remember, every time they've been like, oh, we have an anonymous source, there's no real proof other than their anonymous source. And then every other news station will use the first news station as their source. So then it all links back to an anonymous source, which is really probably somebody just sitting around in their studio like, hey guys, how about we just say this happened? But hey, this is just my opinion. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. If you liked what I did, throw me a like. Let me know. If you think that this is important information, please share it around. Spread that shit like butter. Tomorrow, when you're out and about, walking around, be nice to somebody, because you never know, it might save your life.